What's up, Internet? Corey Zamir here. Let's play something. Bringing you something a little bit different. As some of you may know, I used to play Magic the Gathering, and on Magic Online, they have this thing called the Early 2000s Gauntlet Phantom Swiss League or whatever. It's basically for some play points, which I'm not really sure what are, but I have them because I used to play on Magic Online. I get to play for free, which is pretty cool. And they give you a deck at random, and I just so happened to get the deck I used to play, and that is Blue Green Madness. I've played this a few times, or I've played this league a few times and gotten a few different decks that I never played and had a lot of fun. So let's see how we do with something I'm actually used to. The sideboard's a little weird. I legitimately don't remember having a sideboard like this when I played, but we'll see how we do. And also, I need to give you the disclaimer, I'm not that versed on how to play on Magic Online, so I hope I don't go to time like I've done in the past. Alright, I am on the draw. I look to have a pretty good hand here. I will keep. Okay, looks like... Actually, I don't know what I'm playing against. This guy has a weird stop on my upkeep. Maybe he's not that great at time management either. I'll cast Careful Study. Lets me draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. So I'm going to pitch Aurora the Worm and a Deep Analysis and pass my turn. Aurora the Worm is an exceptionally powerful card for 4 mana because I'm casting it out of my graveyard. I'm going to be able to get a 6/6 worm. It's Underground River. And passes, I assume. Let's see if we could run out a Wild Mongrel. Basically the workhorse of the deck. Or if he has a... Well, he has a counterspell for us, it looks like. That's unfortunate. It does take a damage to do it. Ah, legitimate counterspell. Great. Leaves us in a weird position. Because we really needed to resolve that Wild Mongrel. But I also couldn't really wait for it, because I have counter backup if I have a Wild Mongrel in play. I need to be able to discard this to... Ooh, he's playing Psychotog. Got a Yavimaya Coast. Going to flashback Deep Analysis. Allows me to draw 2 cards. No help unless I get a discard outlet. Played my land for the turn, so I'm done. Now, I'll be honest, I don't have that much experience playing against the Psychotog deck because where I played Magic back in the day, you didn't really get a whole lot of what they used to call net decks back then. You used to get a whole bunch of homebrews, so I was the one that was playing the net decks. So, we got a Basking Rootwalla. Let's see. See, he has 4 cards in hand. I think I would rather just run out of Rootwalla than try and flashback Roar the Worm into counter magic. Resolves. Yeah, I think that's it for me. If he tries to do anything insane, I have counter back up. Is he looking to bring the ruckus with Psychotog? He ain't bringing the ruckus. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. Alright, Wild Mongrel, we're back in business. Unfortunately, I can't run it out there with counter backup. Alright, let's see if he wants to battle. I'm going to swing with Basking Root Walla. See if he wants to block. And he is not. He shall take one. Now I think what I want to do here is I feel like Psychotog, the Psychotog deck is a reactionary deck. I don't really want to, or I'm not really afraid of him tapping out for something next turn. So I think I do want to cast Deep Analysis on myself. Let's see, I'm already at 7 cards. Or do I want to run out Roar the Worm? I'm going to run out Roar the Worm just to see if he wants to counter it. I know they also run bounce spells, so it might just be irrelevant that he's just going to bounce. He's going to Cunning Wish and find something from his sideboard. And there's a lot of terms I'm going to be using here that if you don't know how to play Magic the Gathering, I'm not really going to be able to explain as I play, just because it would take forever. So I apologize for that. I mean, if you're watching this video, you probably know how to play Magic the Gathering, or at least are interested. Slay. I legitimately don't know what Slay does. Destroy target green creature. It can't be regenerated. Draw a card. So he is main phasing it. He is main phasing it. Did he not have the mana? Did he not have the mana? Oh, he played a land. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I have nothing for that. Fortunately, had I resolved Wild Mongrel, I could have actually defended against that, because... Actually, I don't know how that works, because when he targets it, it's a green creature, but it has the ability to change color, so... I legitimately don't know if I could protect from it if it's already been targeted. I'm not that up on Magic rules anymore. He's tapping out. What is he doing? Chainer's Edict. I like where I'm at with him tapped out on his turn. Alright. Get a land. Obviously, you're going to run out this Mongrel. And I'm actually going to use his ability while he's tapped down. And I will madness into play Arrogant Worm. And he'll be a blue wild mongrel for the fun of it. Alright, we're back. Apparently what I'm using to capture the screen only captures about 10 minutes at a time. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. And the other thing that's interesting about this gauntlet is because you're given the deck at random, you might not necessarily know the ins and outs of playing the deck. So the majority of the time when you're playing against a control opponent like this, you generally think that they know what they're doing. It's very well possible that this guy just has no fucking clue. Just like how I was when I was playing the Goblin deck I had the last time I played this. Like, I had fun, I did well, I just was kind of bullshitting my way through it because I'm not used to playing Goblins. Alright, let's bring the ruckus. Bring it to your front door. What do you got for me? Nothing, apparently. Take 6. And I'll run out an Aquamoeba. It's a pretty decent counter backup. Unless he has something to take out my board and have counter backup, which I doubt. And I'm okay with passing the turn here. If he does nothing on his turn, I'm going to Madness into play another Arrogant Worm. Ooh, Fact or Fiction, that's a nasty card. He has 3 cards in hand. I know the deck runs Upheaval. I believe Upheaval's a sorcery. If he does Upheaval, it's honestly not that big of a deal. But I don't want him to resolve Fact or Fiction. So, I'm actually going to discard Circular Logic. And cast Circular Logic, targeting that Fact or Fiction. Now it's going to be, he has to pay 3 more mana, or it gets countered. And thankfully it gets countered, because holy shit, Fact or Fiction is a powerful card. And we're blue again. So Fact or Fiction basically reveals the top 5 cards of his library, and I separate those into 2 piles, and he decides to put 1 into his hand and 1 into his graveyard. So he's getting usually at least 2 cards out of it. 2 cards of his choice. Oh, he wants to battle. So he has Second Tunk's ability. He can discard a card to get +1/+1 and exile 2 cards from his graveyard to also get +1/+1. He has 3 cards in hand. I'm at 13. He has 1, 2, 3, 4 cards in his graveyard. So I'm not literally worried, like, at all. But so we can bring him up to a 3/4 by removing the cards in his graveyard. That would get rid of his Chainer's Edict. I'm actually okay with blocking here. Because that's going to make it awkward for him. Because I don't think he really wants to discard some cards here. Yeah, so nothing really happens. Unless he has a way to deal 2 damage to my Aquamoeba. Or if he's planning on upheavaling. And he is not. And we draw a Looter for the turn. Let's see, I can deal 7, 8, 9. Possibly kill him. possibly kill him, no counter backup. But let's run this attack. Now he's gonna foff. Yeah. So, what do we have here? Cunning Wish, Psychotog, Factor Fiction. Honestly, none of these cards help him in this situation. None of these cards prevent him from losing the game this turn unless he has something else. So he can have these piles right there. So he's probably going to take... Actually, I don't even know what he's going to take because nothing helps him. So I'm going to use Aquamoeba's ability. I'm going to discard Roar of the Worm. I'm going to use this ability. It's going to become blue. I'm going to use this ability. Yeah, and he concedes. Alright, let's sideboard. So against Psychotog, he has some black spells. Do I want Compost? Quiet Speculation can help. No. See, like, the sideboard is something I wouldn't use. Like, I don't know what Unnatural Selection is for. Choose a creature other than wall. Target creature becomes that type. I don't really know what you do for that. I kind of want to play a Temporal Spring, so we'll bring that in. Unsummon doesn't seem that important. Oh, Seed Time. That's a good card against blue. Wonder seems unnecessary as Psychotog's not going to block that much. So I'll bring out all the Wonders. Stupefy and Touch do. I don't think Psychotog's ability is that relevant. Bring in Compost. And take out... Oh, there's nothing I really want to take out. Deep Analysis I like. Actually, I like Compost more than I like Temporal Spring. So, we'll bullshit our way through it. Alright, we're back for game 2. He has mulligan to 6. My opening hand has land, Rootwalla Compost, Aquamoeba. I am keeping this. Let's hope he doesn't mulligan down to nothing, because I really don't want to just have him quit on me. Alright, Saltmarsh go. I'm actually going to run out Rootwalla go, because next turn I'm going to cast the Aquamoeba. But if he has a counterspell for the Aquamoeba, then it would have been stupid to have held the Rootwalla. That's going to let me put some pressure on early. Actually, maybe next turn I run out Compost. I don't really know how many black spells are going to hit his graveyard. Like, he just cast Chainer's Edict, really. So Compost isn't all that impressive or necessary to run out that quick. Alright, second Aquamoeba for backup. Gonna go to battle and post-combat an Aquamoeba. Do you have a counter spell for me, sir? You do not? And I'm all set. Now, if he doesn't have anything of relevance on this turn, I'm actually going to EOT discard this Rootwalla to apply some pressure as a free madness cost. I just realized there's an alarm going off behind me. Alright, careful study. Might want to do that to get some land, but let's battle first, see what he has for me. Oh, he has something. He's going to repulse my Aquamoeba. I'm okay with that. I'll battle in for 2 and replay the Aquamoeba, I think. Actually, I want to cast Careful Study. That's what I want to do. That way I can progress my board, possibly draw land. So we'll Careful Study. I have Maya Coast, that'll help me do that. I'll discard Deep Analysis. And unfortunately a Compost. Like I said, I don't think it really helps me all that much in this. I really don't think it helps me that much. Alright, we're going to battle. Maybe should have played a Compost first, I don't know. I don't know if I really want to commit that much more to the board right now. I don't really think I do. So I think I'm actually just going to pump a Rootwalla. And maybe EOT or play a Compost after combat. Maybe I should have played one before. Oh, he has another repulse for me. Targeting that. Okay. He has 5 cards in hand. I'm going to pump Rootwalla still. And then recast the Aquamoeba. And pass. What do you have for me? Nightscape Familiar. It regenerates. Blue spells and red spells cost 1 less to cast. That's fine. I don't even know they. Well, I guess I remember they played it. I don't know. Compost really doesn't matter that much, huh? A lot more blue spells in this deck than I thought. Alright, like that we're getting mana. I'm gonna run out of compost before combat, just in case he decides to block and not regenerate. Which I doubt, but we'll see. I also don't know, based on his hand, how much he values me not drawing those cards. We will battle in. Do you have a block for me, sir? He is blocking Aquamoeba, which is perfectly fine with me. I wish damage still stacked. I could do this so much better. Because I kind of want to, if he regenerates, I kind of want to respond with playing the Arrogant Worm for the Madness cost. But let's see if he regenerates, because I don't get much value out of... Oh, he's going to repulse targeting the Aqua. What is your game plan, sir? Why didn't you... Huh? Huh? Alright, well, if it's getting repulsed, I guess I'll use its ability. Weird play. It's just a weird play. What do you got for me? Snake Dog? Fact or fiction main phase. I don't like that. So Duress, Island, Chainer Edict, and Counterspell. So you can have... Like I say, you could have Counterspell. Like Duress, I don't care about. Like if you get Duress, Chainer's Edict, you take out a Rootwalla. I'm okay with these piles. Because I'd rather you not have mana and Chainer's Edict. Counterspell I can deal with. And if you Duress me... Oh, he put the Duress in the discard. I like that. So he has Island. Oh, it got me a Mongrel. So he has Island, Chainer's Edict. Compost came in handy. Alright, he is casting another Nightscape Familiar, and somehow, for some reason, is maintaining priority, which is weird. And he does not have the ability to regenerate either of them right now. So not to be insulting to my opponent, but I don't think he's used to playing this kind of deck. I feel like that's just a weird play. We'll battle in with everybody. No reason not to. I might play Deep Analysis post-combat. I don't think I really need to apply any more pressure to the board right now. Deck does play Upheaval. And he does have a Chainer's Edict. Maybe I'll play one more creature that he knows about. Just blocking Rootwalla, blocking Rootwalla. So his idea is to see if I want to pump, which I do. So I'll pump. And which one did I pump? Pump. This way he's going to take 4. And I'm going to draw 2 cards off of this combat. So these guys cost 2 to regenerate. He doesn't have that. Get another mongrel. Get an island. I like that. I played the Centaur Garden, that's why I can't play the land. He's down to 5. Yeah, honestly, I don't really need to apply any more pressure, to be honest. Just in case he does have something. Upheaval. Yeah, okay. The thing is, my board develops a lot faster than his. Did he... He fucked up. He played Island and then cast Upheaval when he didn't need to. He definitely hasn't played this before. Now he's gonna have to discard 4 cards. I have 16 cards in my hand. What else do I have? Alright, so definitely don't really want to play a Root Wall here, because I'm going to just discard him EOT for value. So I'm going to play Island and pass. Alright, all that clicking is through, and we're left in pretty good board position. Not gonna lie to you. He really shouldn't have played. Like, generally what you want to do with Psychotog when you play the Upheaval is you want to float mana, tap, or not play a land for the turn, Upheaval, play your land for the turn, play a Psychotog is what you generally want to do. Like, I feel like he should have at least kept one. I don't know. I'm no expert. I just feel like he could have handled that better. I think it makes more sense to just pump one of these guys. That way, next turn, even if he has a blocker for me, he can't really do anything. He has to solve both of the problems. I don't need to apply more pressure. I have a lot of pressure right now, and I win the match. So let me know if you'd be interested in seeing more of these. Unfortunately, I'm recording this on literally the last day, so I'm probably only going to show you this one match just so I don't clog the channel with Magic the Gathering content if no one wants it. But I believe they're going to have more of these Gauntlet series that we can do. So let me know what you're thinking about it. Like the video, subscribe if you're new, and as always, keep it real, Internet. I love you guys.